Forgiveness is better. Forgiveness is better, but not unconditionally. فَمَنْ أَفَا وَأَصْلَحَ فَأَجْرُهُ عَلَى اللَّهِ. He who forgives on the condition that that forgiveness causes reformation. He is not only permitted to forgive, but he will find his reward with his God. Now this is a very important point which is unfortunately forgotten with those responsible for this crime and punishment. Nowadays, forgiveness of even the criminal is so much emphasized that death penalty is being removed from many Western countries in the name of human values. The result is the crime is being promoted directly as a result of leniency towards the murderer. I have studied the figures published by authorities in American crime rate, in British crime rate, and I was shocked to learn that the incidence of murder ever since the removal of death penalty has increased. Now who suffers for what? Those who decide in assembly chambers that death penalty is brutal, they are giving death penalty to passing the death penalty to innocent at the hands of many murderers who are encouraged. So reformation must be closely related to the act of forgiveness. It's a daily experience in our life that those mothers who are overkind to their children, they sometimes go on forgiving them, knowing that this will encourage crime or criminal tendencies in them. They become so nasty ultimately that their presence is unbearable in your homes. And when you visit them, it's a torture. Because these children are given free license by the mothers in the name of forgiveness. All right, he's a child, let him do this and that and that. No, this is not a sane attitude. Forgiveness is extremely good, much better than revenge or any other measure, if it causes, or let us say, if it promotes and encourages reformation. So remedy should be different from person to person, from situation to situation. I have found with some children, if you forgive them, their reaction is so beautiful. They are overwhelmed. They not only reform, but they turn into better being in other qualities as well. So this should be the real tangible solution to such problems. So I believe that Islam, in the order of its appearance, has done the right thing by covering both ends. Thank you.
Wil iemand een tweede vraag stellen?
Well, I'm a follower of your Ahmadiyya since over a year now, and probably I do not know sufficient already of this Ahmadiyya, but what I have seen last years happening in the Middle East, where so many people their lives are sacrificed in Iran, Iraq, right? I cannot understand that these people are really Islam or behaving like Islam we think should be.
I fully agree. This is a discussion partly we've had during my meeting with some guests. I fully agree with you that what happened there is not Islam, nor what happened in Germany, in the Nazi Germany, was Christianity. Both the tragedies which occurred between Iraq-Iran war or the World War I or the World War II, they had nothing to do with religion. They were political madness of man. man which was deprived of religious values. So what is blamed on religions many a time is exactly the opposite. It is the lack of religious values which causes havoc and creates such ugly situations as I have quoted. Now look at Iran-Iraq war. What was happening, you must understand that clearly, then you will know the real factors, the real actors of the drama. Before that war, Iran had apparently, and in some cases really, misbehaved to America very strongly. First of all, because of Shah of Iran being a stooge and puppet of America, because he was given free license to commit cruelties against his own fellow citizens, there was a deep sense of revenge cultivating in the hearts of Iranians against Shah and his regime, and all that he stood for. Every Iranian was convinced that without American help, without American intelligence, Shah could not last. So when the revolution took place, this is what resulted into the misbehavior of Khomeini towards America. I say misbehavior from the point of view of Islam, not from the political point of view. From the political point of view, he had much greater right to do harm to America, to hurt America, to take their revenge against the past atrocities committed against the Iranians. But from Islamic point of view, he had no right whatsoever to treat the ambassadors and their staff as hostages. This is a crime in Islam which is abhorred according to the statement of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah, the founder of Islam. It is a crime so ugly, and it's breach of trust, breach of your initial responsibilities, that Islam would never condone such a crime. So that is what I mean, he misbehaved and he had to be punished. How? America tried to interfere directly, and that was not the right time. Russia was still alive and kicking. So they permitted and even instigated Iraq to attack Iran, and Iraq was fully supported by Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, and mainly by these two forces. As far as the arms supply is concerned, previously Iraq was a friend of USSR, but during this war the sides changed visibly, and he was fully supported not only in arms supply but in technology as well. As far as the know-how to make that lethal gas and the most cruel gas which he used against Iranians, that was supplied to him from Germany. The whole factory, the whole industry was built by the German help. Now, can you ever believe that this was done without the knowledge of American intelligence? The huge arms and the missiles and everything which went into the fodder of the war, was that totally was the big powers totally unaware? Were the big powers totally unaware of what was happening? It's simple, very naive to think that. The gun, the so-called big super gun, which suddenly appeared in the press, was being fully provided and supported by the British. They decided to close their eyes and let their factories do whatever they wanted. As long as that gun was to be used against a Muslim country, next door neighbor, which had offended the sensibilities of great world powers, it was all right, no crime. As long as the Iranians were gassed, there was no crime involved, no atrocity committed. So what was this war? This was